Just bought a stack of new Key comics.
And who's paying for all those comics?
You are?
I knew you were going to say that.
What's going on, comic friends? It's Ryan the Colossus Collector, and thank you for stopping by my channel once again. So, as you saw, I've got a new stack of Key comics, or mostly Key comics. I kind of mentioned this in my last haul video of Silver Age Key books, that I sort of split some of my books that I've gotten over the last couple weeks into a couple videos, and in this video I'm showing you all Bronze to Copper Age books, all bangers, all keys. Definitely a fun stack of books to go through, so let's start getting through those books now. Alright, so first up we've got X-Force number 2, and this is the second appearance of Deadpool. I actually had this book in a 9.6 slabbed, and I sold it earlier in the year. I just didn't really feel like I needed this book slabbed up, and especially not at a 9.6. This isn't an expensive book by any means. It's Deadpool's second appearance, but it's still a minor Copper Age key. I do want to have it in the PC, but yeah, not slabbed, unless it was a 9A, but even then it's not like a slab I really need. So having it raw, just in my collection is good for me, and I'm glad I got it. Alright, so next up we've got X-Force number 8. And this is the first appearance of the true Domino. Of course, if you are an X-Force fan, or you even just follow along with covers and first appearances, Domino is actually being portrayed by the character Copycat. So it wasn't actually Domino, it was Copycat. So 98 is actually Copycat's first appearance. And then Domino, actually, her true first appearance, the real Domino, is in X-Force 8, which I now have as part of my PC. Glad to have it. Points. Little inside joke. Points. A little inside joke there. And, yeah, glad to have first Domino. Follow that right up with X-Force number 11, and this is the second appearance of Domino. Other than that, it's not a big book, but scoop that up. I actually think I already have a copy of this, but grab this up in sort of like a bulk, or like a stack deal. So, second appearance of Domino. Alright, so this is another common Copper Age book. I've probably shown it on the channel before, but got another copy of X-Men number 5. This is the second appearance of Omega Red, but one of my absolute favorite covers ever. Just absolute Jim Lee at his perfect level. Jim Lee just at the peak of all artwork he's ever done. He nailed this one. I absolutely love it. I wanted it in 9.8, so I pick up copies if I can get them for cheap. This one was a pretty minty looking copy, so grabbed it up. Yeah, we'll see. I'll probably maybe include this in a 9.8 pre-screen submission that I'm working on, and we'll see how it goes. But love this cover. Love X-Men 5. It's just X-Men goodness, Jim Lee goodness. Speaking of Jim Lee goodness, we've got X-Men number 9. Not a key, just a really great Jim Lee Wolverine cover taking on Ghost Rider. Really cool. So as I've talked about on my channel, I'm working on a 1 to 300 X-Men run. Silver Age to the Claremont era. The other thing I'm collecting is 1 to 11 of the Adjectiveless X-Men Jim Lee run on X-Men. I had the full run 1 to 11, but I had this issue number 9 in a 9/8 slab, and I bought it to complete my run last year or whenever it was, and when I had it in the slab, I mean, it was cool, but again, a book I just don't need in a slab, and started to kind of wish I had it raw, because I like having 1 to 11 sitting in a box together. So I decided to sell the 9/8, sold it off, and then I had the whole of issue 9 until I picked up this copy. So now my 1 to 11 run is complete. I have the entire run raw. I also have, obviously, number 1, all 4 connected covers in 9/8 on my wall. I also have number 4 slabbed. I have number 5 slabbed in a 9/6. Hope to get a 9/8. But I also have all those issues raw as well, and so I have the whole complete run 1 to 11 in raw copies, and just the way I want them. So nice to have this one and recomplete that 1 to 11 run. And it's every cover in that run is killer. This is one of the really good ones as well. So nice to get number 9 back. All right, out of the Copper Age into the Bronze Age, and these couple Submariner books I have are actually almost Silver Age, but they're 15 centers, so I stuck them in the Bronze Age video. So first off, we've got Submariner number 28, just a killer Submariner Volume 1 run. I love the art in this run. I say it every time I talk about it. Collecting the whole run currently, and nice to grab this one up. Submariner getting a giant wrecking ball swung at him. Cool art, but I've just always loved it. Most of the covers in the run are really, really killer. So nice to grab up number 28 and put that into the run to get it closer to completion. Next up, I've got Submariner number 22, and this is a really cool cover as well. This is featuring Doctor Strange in his masked costume, a cool, graveyard, mystic, spooky kind of cover. A little bit different from what you usually get in this Submariner run, but cool cover. I think one of my recent videos I had a issue with Submariner taking on Hercules, and I had mentioned how this run's got a bunch of issues where Submariner ends up fighting or being with other characters in the Marvel Universe, which I really love, and this is one of them. This is the Doctor Strange one. Of course, there's ones with Doom, with Sunfire, with Hulk, and facing off the Avengers. There's the Hercules one. Lots of really cool covers with Submariner either fighting with or fighting against other characters in the Marvel Universe. Definitely really like those books, and nice to grab this one up and add it to the run to the PC. Next up, we've got Submariner number 31, and I actually have a copy of this one, but it was a little bit beat up, so back in my mind, if I see this one in a little bit better grade, I'll scoop it up. This is still not even as high a grade as I'd love for all the books in the run, but I've sort of like, although most of the run is pretty high grade, I have sort of eased up on absolutely needing it to be absolutely high grade. I'd like to kind of complete it and then sort of upgrade it over time. But what I definitely try to do is just avoid low grade in this run, because it's really attainable in a mid grade to high grade. So that's kind of my goal. So this is like around a 6.0, 6.5. So definitely an upgrade on the one I had, and it was one of the few like low grade copies I had in the run. So nice to get this one. Cool cover where Submariner's taking on Triton and Stingray. Just a cool little fight cover, and Atuma's up in the top there, watching as well. So cool Submariner cover, and nice to upgrade this issue. Alright, next up is Submariner number 34, and this is another one of those covers. It's got Silver Surfer, it's got Hulk, really cool Submariner cover. I actually have this slabbed, and now I have it raw, and it's the similar sort of scenario with that X-Men 9 that I was just talking about. Like, I don't really want this run slabbed. I want it all raw and together in one short box. So when I bought the 7.0, it was just a really good price. But it's kind of a good lesson that I don't need to just buy everything that has a good price. I should just kind of be a little bit more narrow and targeted on things I'm collecting when it comes to like books in a run. Just if I don't want it in a slab, don't buy it in a slab, and I think I'm gonna stick to that from now on, because look, mere weeks later, month later, or whatever it is, 2 months at the most, a raw copy comes up. So nice to grab this one. Now I have it in the raw. I was gonna maybe crack the slab, but I'm going to try and sell it. The problem is it is kind of it's a 7.0. I don't know how many people are really looking for Submariner issues that aren't keys in general, and then on top of it's a 7.0. Might be a hard sell. If you would be interested, just let me know. You could contact me on Instagram, or you could message me in the comments on YouTube, but Instagram is definitely the best, so we could DM. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. I have this book in a 7.0. I can send you pictures, whatever you need, and I'll give you a real sweet deal on it. So let me know if that interests you. But yeah, nice to get this one in the PC in raw, and hopefully I can find a buyer for that slab. This Submariner run's really building, getting closer and closer to completion, so it's definitely a fun one that I'm chasing, and always nice to get closer and closer to your goal. Alright, end of the Submariners, into some of the cooler keys I got here. This one is ASM, Amazing Spider-Man, number 265, and this is pretty near mint copy. First appearance of Silver Sable. It's a newsstand edition as well. Great black suit Spidey cover, and it's points. But yeah, really excited about grabbing this one up, especially in a nice grade like this. So really cool to have first appearance of Silver Sable. Just getting those first appearances in the PC, and definitely happy to get this one. Next up, I've got Marvel Team Up number 65, featuring Spider-Man and Captain Britain. This is a really cool book. it's the first appearance of Captain Britain in American comics. Of course, his first appearance is in the UK publication of Captain Britain #1, a really cool book that's kind of more in that pulp European format. It's a little bit bigger book. Would love to get my hands on a copy of that one. But until then, I have this Marvel Team Up number 65. Really cool Captain Britain first American appearance, North American appearance, and like I said, I really do like the cover, the angles of the iron beams that they're fighting on. It's pretty cool book, pretty cool cover, and nice to have this first appearance. Alright, so next up, this is a really cool book. This is Incredible Hulk King Size Annual number 5. And this is actually the second appearance of Groot, who you can see right here. He was his first appearance is in an old Silver Age Tales to Astonish. I don't know the issue number off the top of my head. This is his second appearance among these other cool monsters with around Hulk's floating head. I just really love this cover. It's really cool. The artwork just kind of stands out to me. Hulk's face is just kind of menacing. It's a cool book, and I gotta say this. I think the first time I ever saw this was when Brandon at Mon Comics showed it on his channel. But it popped up in a live sale on Whatnot from Comic Cave Canada just recently. Thought it was really cool and jumped on it and won it. And yeah, super happy to have this second appearance of Groot. But overall, just a really cool Bronze Age book with a great cover. And yeah, love having it. And it's in pretty good shape overall. And yeah, happy to have it in the PC. You know what this means. This last book. Tomb of Dracula, number 10. The first appearance of the Daywalker. The first appearance of the vampire slayer known as Blade. Such a sick first appearance to get in the PC. Bronze Age, one of the big Bronze Age books, I think. Blade, man, I love the Blade movies. Those Wesley Snipes movies were so good. That Blood Rave song, man, I love those books or those movies, and I hope Disney and Marvel can figure it out and get this Mahershala Ali movie out. It's been a lot of problems, but it could be so good if they just got to do it right. They just got to do it right. And it doesn't need to rely on anything from the MCU. It's just got to be a sick Blade movie. It's not that hard to do. Just make it Disney. Make it Marvel. But yeah, so sick to have this Tomb of Dracula 10 first Blade in my PC. Saw it going up for sale from my guy Christian over at Elvine's Comics. One of my favorite sellers to buy from. His live sales on IG are awesome. He's such a good dude and comes from a good family, reasonable guy, and yeah, I saw that he was gonna put this up. He put it up on his live sale, and I jumped on it. It was a good price, and yeah, first Blade. Definitely really cool to have. I actually got this November 1st. I wish I would have got it just a little earlier so I could have included it in some of my Halloween shows that I was on or did for my channel. But really pumped to have the first appearance of the Daywalker Blade. So that's my copper to bronze haul of key comic books and some good bangers in there as well, non-keys. I hope you like the books. I hope you like the video. And I just want to ask, if you aren't a subscriber, please consider subscribing, helping support the drive to 1K subscribers, and get into that comment section and you can be eligible to win a really killer 1K subscriber giveaway that I have put together for you guys. I know whoever is going to win it is going to be super stoked about it. So please consider subscribing, supporting the channel. And if you liked this video, maybe you would consider watching one of these other videos, like my recent Mega Haul video or my recent Wallet Schmollet comic haul video. And until the next time, keep collecting.